Hold on, Weaves, mon petit baguettes. I'm about to learn you a thing. And that is the world of culturally specific hair care and its limitations. Yes, you're gonna learn a thing today, son. No. You have been warned. Let the demonetization process begin! I've been traveling for years now, and it's been so frustrating that the hotel toiletry industry entirely alienates people of color. I can't use this perfumed, watered-down white people shampoo, neither can 50% of your customers. Annoying. Now that's fucking based. Let those words go down in history. Forever. Iconic, aren't they? The hottest of takes, if you will, of all of the quotes that have ever been formulated in the pursuit of civil rights. That right there is the pinnacle of statements. Back the fuck off, MLK. There is a new martyr in this holy house of activism. And she doesn't have a dream. She has no hotel toiletries. A complaint to file with the hotel toiletry industry. No shampoo for her hair. Her name is Halsey. It's too bad that Halsey doesn't have the balls to stick to her convictions, however, because said tweet has since been deleted off the internet. Oh my! Woe is me. That's some pussy bitch shit right there. And gay. G-A-E-I, not G-A-Y. There's a difference. What's gayer still is simply that this bitch thinks that all white people hair is the exact same and that all black people hair is the exact same with respect to the necessary hair products for them. Like, bitch, no. That is a bold-faced lie. And we'll get into that. But first, we're going to do something else. Just so you understand, I am by no means talking out of my ass when I approach this topic. My mother was a hairstylist, and a good one at that, I'll admit. So I picked up quite a few things from her in the hair cosmetology respect. That's why I have luxurious locks, and you don't. Let's get into this. Now, I don't usually mock or talk about how people look if they can't help it. And even sometimes if, in such instances, they choose to do that to their body, that's how they present themselves. That's fine. I don't usually give a fuck unless it's relevant to the topic. See my Starfire Redhead series. That was lit. But it is relevant in this particular instance, and we'll get into why. Just taking a brief gander at said singer on Google and her Twitter, it looks like Halsey herself doesn't know a goddamn thing about hair in the slightest, or simply doesn't give a fuck if she happens to be making such statements, because I see bleached hair, I see dyed hair, I see closely cropped hair, I see short boyish hair, it's all over the place. All over the place. I don't know what the fuck is real, actually, with respect to Halsey's hair color. And my guess is that neither does Halsey any longer remember what her original hair color is. That happens sometimes if you've been dyeing it for years. But it's okay. She can do that to herself. I don't like doing that, but she can do that. But why do I bring it up? Why do I say that she doesn't know what she's talking about or doesn't give a fuck? Well, gentlemen, you're probably not aware of this. We'll get into this. Anyone who knows anything about hair care at all, or who has naturally dark hair, who has then dyed it blonde, or another color that can be found in the assortment of colors that is pooped out of a unicorn's asshole, is going to have a fucking hell of a time finding a correct shampoo provided for them by a hotel toiletry industry person thing to take care of the hair in the first place, regardless of what color their skin is. And you want to know why that is, kids? It's not because of the kinkiness of the hair itself, nor is it because of the natural oil concentrations in one's hair. It's not even because of the follicle shape of how it comes out of her fucking skull. It's simply because you have colored your hair, Halsey. If you're bleaching your hair, an amalgamation of things occur when you do that. You're adding a fucking chemical to your hair. The composition of your hair is not going to remain the same because you fucking chemicalized it. See, when you bleach your hair, you're stripping the color away from your hair, and the individual strands begin to swell. The texture changes, but most of all, your hair becomes dry and brittle. Not to mention, UV rays can also increase the damage done to your hair after you've bleached it an exponential number of times. That goes for all hair variations, Halsey, because with hair that dark, usually they gotta strip the color first in order to recolor it something different. Even if you go back to your original color, however, you know what has to happen? They have to dye it still, because you've bleached your hair, which means that it no longer retains the melanin concentration necessary for it to go back to its original color. You can't unstrip melanin from your hair, fam. I'm sorry to say. So let's just get that settled right out of the gate, Halsey. You personally, since you dye your hair so often, need specifically color-safe shampoo. And that means sulfate-free shit with the extra moisture in it for hydration purposes, which I know for a fact most hotels definitely don't provide as complimentary, regardless of your race. Because then they'd have to drop anywhere from between 10 to 50 bucks on one product alone. That's a single product. And some of the products are preferences that people have for specific products. It's not even a fucking hotel's fucking job to cater to your every individual whim or need based on your individual hair composition alone. So no, I'm not sorry that they do not carry Renee Terror's Fig Newton Protective Hair Radiance Enhancing Shampoo that was made atop the Himalayas, and neither should hotels. Now, the purpose of a hotel is to provide a bed and a safe space to keep your things in. Presumably, some of those things you're bringing are your preferred hair care products. A hotel's job isn't to take care of your scalp and what's attached to it. That's yours. And I don't know if you're aware of this, Halsey, but the stipulations and requirements of your own personal hair care discussed between you and your hairdresser are exclusively relevant to you and your hairdresser and you people alone. No one else is privy to that information, and frankly, no one gives a fuck. I certainly don't. Hotels do not, obviously. That's not within their job description, so fuck off. And look at me, I haven't even gotten to addressing the racial aspect of hair care yet, in full at least. That is how convoluted and silly this entire sentiment is, Halsey. Now, what did Halsey say? I can't use this perfumed, watered-down white people shampoo. Halsey? This on the screen right now is the generic brand of bleh shampoo my school provides for every single student at our local student store. It's cheap, it's perfumed, it's watered down, and it's useless to me, despite the fact that I am white and hence the dominant race on this campus. You want to know why it's useless to me though, Halsey? Because hair care goes well beyond the scope of simply fucking shampoo, bitch. You want to see my hair care routine because it's fucking extensive and detailed as hell, and it certainly doesn't fucking end when I leave the shower. Now, as some of you may know, I am fucking anal to a fault about planning things out. My hair care routine is no exception. I have this shit down to a fine art. That's as much cost-effective as it is seasonally indicative. Now, I'll preempt this discussion by saying I like having longer hair, and I prefer my natural color. Yes, this is my natural color, which comes with its own stipulations in itself. So that means I don't have to get my hair did every 4 to 6 to 8 weeks, as one would when one dyes one's hair. In actuality, I only ever really see the inside of a salon maybe every 5 to 6 months, if I can help it, give or take. And usually, I can help it, that is. It saves me money, time, energy. Now, I make a point of going only on the turn of the season, so spring and fall-ish times, and for good reason. Now, why do I do this? Well, because the turn of the season is also when I find it optimal to switch my shampoo. Now, I am partial to Tresemme as a brand. This is not a sponsorship, by the way. It's just relevant to the conversation because of the way that my hair reacts seasonally to the weather. I find it practical to switch my shampoo every 6 months, give or take. Come summertime, I'm out and about sweating balls, doing busy work and shit, and I'm a lot more active and a lot more dirty. Not in a sexy way, though. There's a lot of outside work to be done, and I keep it in braids, the hair that is, for the most part, to keep it out of my way. Thus, I use the deep cleanse for obvious reasons, because it gets ew after a while. However, in the winter, the air is dry, everything frizzes up, and it gets staticky, and holy hell is a fucking nightmare. I could show you hairballs. Hence, I use the climate control shampoo, that is. However, for conditioner, I year-round use the breakage defense conditioner to prolong the instances between haircuts, because I'm smart like that. This is part of the routine that helps me not have to worry about going in to get hair care treatment. And that is how I maintain this lovely maid. And I can tell you for a fact, hotels aren't that level of anal about white girl hair. They don't give a fuck about my specifications in the slightest, let me tell you. Now I can guarantee you, Halsey, there is no chick on this planet with the exact same hair regimen as I, even if they happen to share my same complexion. Not even close. That goes for hair color as well as texture and anything else you can think of in between. Fuck, my own brother, who comes from the exact same people as I, is the most fair and fine-haired individual you will ever meet in your life. Fine as in really thin, not fine as in like, damn! And when I say fair, I'm talking Hitler's wet dream, blonde-haired, blue-eyed son of a bitch. Yism. It's even softer than my hair. But good luck styling it. It's so fucking fine that getting it to retain a style is like asking an elephant to walk on water. But more than that, the simple fact of the matter, Halsey, is that hair care, that is anything more than a bar of soap, maybe some water, and your tresses in the shower, is nothing more than a fucking luxury for anybody. I don't have to spend $4.99 on a pack of 100 hair ties to keep my hair in check. I prefer to. Nor do I have to spend $14 on oils for my hair to keep it shiny. That's the way I want it. I don't need $18 anti-static combs for my hair in the winter. No. I do not need a quarter-inch curling iron for when I want to do fancy schmancy stuffs. Fuck nah. All that shit's extra. Condiments. Flash and sparkle. As in not necessities. As in I can live without. Fuck, I don't even need to brush my hair. I could cut it all off tomorrow and never buy another hair care product again. But I don't. And women with hair, don't either, because they have a preference. And that preference costs them money, but is by no means universal across the board. Hey! Which is why hotels only provide the bare minimum extra. I can't believe I have to explain this to a grown-ass woman. So the hotels don't carry race-specific products, but if you think that's where the nuance ends with the subject, you got another thing coming, honey. I don't feel alienated because there's no diluted coconut orchids oil mix left on the bathroom sink of hotels when I visit for me to use at my own discretion, hun. And honestly, I don't think anyone should feel alienated that their hair care needs aren't being met by a hotel. How entitled do you have to be to think that you are entitled to a hotel catering to your hair specifications? You pompous, self-entitled fuck nugget. That was a little bit heated. I'm okay. Now, if you like the content I put out, feel free to check out the links in the description to my Patreon, Teespring, and Amazon link. Now, if you like me, but not that much, that's cool. You can always like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. Peace!